right.
What's the difference between this one and that?
You said the engine, the engine has been tuned to be more. This is more aggressive in terms of power performance. This one doesn't have driving mode, so driving mode like the one, but it has supermoto, which disengages the rear ABS.
Okay.
The front one is not engaged, not unless you plug the front.
That you don't say.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not telling guys who are supposed to be KTM owners, man. Don't say it.
Yeah, but so there's that.
ABS for the front cannot
be disengaged.
Yes, don't say that.
Okay.
Don't say that it can be by plugging a fuse. Then every kid in the block will go and say, yes, which fuse should I pull? And he ends up pulling up the radiator fan instead of pulling the right one.
What's up, people? Welcome to rideTribe. Today we're coming to review the KTM 390 Adventure. Basically, it's a new model for 2020. So let's see how it feels first of all and then tell you more about it.
Rogue Sound Records.
My name is Peter Wasike. I'm an advanced rider trainer with credentials from National Safety and Transport Authority to train from both levels, beginner and advanced. I'm also a safety agent, having been into biking for now 20 years, riding for 20 years, and being a trainer for 12 years. I've trained with different people on different levels, on beginner levels, advancing, assessment, and now currently adventure. So I do off-road adventure. My training for adventure from BMW Motorrad, Country Track South Africa, and currently riding 650 FGS BMW and also 1200 GS Adventure. I've ridden all over the country in different places: Loyangalani, Magadi, Amboseli, Diani, Western Kenya, and of course Central Kenya. Yeah, so today we are introducing a new adventure motorcycle, KTM 390. This is a new model brought to Kenya, and this was the day now people are having publicly tested, and we are happily engaged in introducing this bike to the Kenyans and telling them, look, we have a small adventure motorcycle which is very pocket friendly and also fuel efficient and easy to ride. This bike can equally give you a very good service on and off-road with a long mileage or without service, and probably we understand our road conditions. This bike can take all the beatings. So yeah, welcome to the ride.
This is a Duke 390 KTM. this is basically what they've taken from this bike to make the KTM Adventure. Now what we have here is a street bike. Now the difference between this and that is this is a street bike and that is an off-road bike. Now let's focus on this for a moment. Now one thing we know is it's water cooled. It has one piston. It's a 390. Yeah. Anyway, it's a 390cc, but the actual displacement is 373. It comes in with 46 horsepower at 9,500 RPM with a torque of 35 Newton meter. Now, this bike has a very powerful engine in the sense that it has been designed to be aggressive for the sense of the street. So what they've put on this bike has been tweaked slightly ever so for the Duke Adventure. Now the difference between this and that is, yes, we have the same amount of displacement, but we have different power output. Now this one is aggressive, that one is smooth. This one has a radiator, which is water cooled, same as the other, but they also upgrade the radiator a bit. This one comes with one fan, but the other one comes with two fans for better cooling, and they've curved it a bit to couple in more water, or rather more air to cool down the water inside it. Now let's talk about the features this comes with. This one has ABS. It comes with ABS on both front and back. However, it doesn't have a lot of riding modes except one, which is called Supermoto. Now what Supermoto does is it disengages the rear ABS, so that gives you the ability to drift the bike or to do aggressive corners for you to maintain, those competitive riding lines when you're doing tracks or on the streets.
climb through this incline just like that. But
now this is a KTM 390 Adventure, similar to the Duke but with slight differences. The main ingredient is this is an off-road bike while the Duke is a street bike. Now what sets this apart is it has a windscreen, it has higher bars, it has a longer travel suspension, it has Bluetooth connectivity, it has ABS and traction control. And the engine has been tuned slightly to accommodate the powers which you require for good off-road, putting the power down when you really need to. Now it has a 14.5 litre fuel tank which gives you about 400 kilometers as a range with that amount of fuel. And it's a fun bike. I've ridden it myself. It's really responsive in terms of its throttle and its nature of how it wants to. Very aggressive and agile at the same time. So you have to really be careful, especially during the corners. We've seen a couple of people down. But it's how it comes with off-road biking. It's a really good flagship bike. It's a really good starter bike, especially when you want to do off-roading, but also have it good for the road at the same time. So yeah, I think that's all we can say for now. Go continue.
One thing we must always keep in mind is the safety of the rider. The bike is well made, it's fine, it has all the effects, all safety effects. The rider is skilled, but there is that element of loss of control sometimes. And this could be brought about by the nature of the ground, the terrain, and many other reasons, like having hazards on your way, where the rider needs to go into survival instincts. And if anything goes wrong, trust me, you need the helmet, you need the armor, you need a proper boot, not just a boot, but a proper riding boot, which will then compensate for any injuries that might be accumulated into the crash. Because of course, if you're doing adventure, you will come across some terrain which will be really hard to pursue. And sometimes we drop bikes, sometimes we pick them up, sometimes it's so intense that you have to walk the road before you ride it. That you literally park the bike, walk the road, check the road, then ride it. If it's not possible to ride it, don't ride it, because you don't want to get yourself into situations. But we have the skills, the survival skills, enough to get out of situations. But we do not intentionally go into situations. Thank you.